Not a single.
They can't
because they all know they're getting their whole
exactly. You can't go into a gangbang with an injury. Do you know what I mean?
But it's not just that. They love life.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you might be right if you think maybe some shit's going to happen.
But if you
later,
do know that, if what you're saying is correct, and you do know that when you're putting on your denim on denim and you're putting your fucking hat on and you're going out for the night, and you know that you're just going to be absolutely balls deep in all sorts.
Yeah, listen, this is just roller
derby. Going to be like,
I'm not going to lie.
It's roller derby.
It just sounds incredible. I just wish I liked the band a little bit
me
more.
Too. I wish the band were good.
They are good.
They're not for me. They're not for me. I say this every time I meet up with the Turbo Jugend because they come down to all the Pazuzu things and all that as well.
Can I ask you though, right? If you didn't, you probably answered this already. I'm going back, but if you didn't work in this industry and have to serve and be around and do all that sort of stuff.
In the secret location,
Would you still feel this way, or was it just an absolute...
Yeah, you wouldn't know about this.
Take everything away from it and just straight down, as you said that you did an in-depth, you just listened to everything and you came out and said it's dog shit.
Yeah, it's not for me,
It's just straight up not for you. Have you ever seen him live?
No, I'm not going to either, like. There's a shite, like. Maybe if Overdrive hooked me up with a fucking few blags.
Yeah, well, if someone books them for Ireland, then
book them then.
I'm not fucking.
Hang on, why can't they put Jürgen? Can they not book them?
Hang on, you get loads of tickets. I own a pub and a venue. Hang on, we can do this.
We can do this.
We can get the Turbo Jugend to pay for it as well.
What do you reckon they're worth?
Do you reckon I get paid in blowjobs or something?
You've overly sexualised this crowd now.
I'm going to bring you down.
The lads are not going to...
You need to come down.
What do you reckon this is speculation, I've no idea, but what do you reckon the price tag is on the Turbo?
It's about $5,000, I'd say.
Fuck off.
Yeah, four and a half.
There's 5 of them in the band.
It doesn't matter because they're
you surely make your money with a fan base like
their
that.
Their promotion company be underwriting all of it. 4.5 to $5,000, I'd say. Yeah. Yep. Then you've got fucking hotels and all that shit. You're looking at 10 all in. 10 all in with rider and accommodation. Yeah.
10 grand.
Yeah, 10k altogether.
Okay.
You ain't making it in Ireland, in Dublin. You know?
Fair enough.
The last time they played here, it was when it was the Temple Bar Music Centre.
But that would have been the height of them as well.
I remember downstairs was fairly busy, but upstairs there was only about 6 people upstairs, including me. Yeah. And I was...
That's the place to be, though, isn't it? Upstairs.
They burst open about 6 feather pillows at the end, and it went fucking everywhere.
I fell off... Well, I went to see Saxon there one night, and I fell off the fucking balcony.
Saxon?
Denim and leather?
20,000,000 years ago.
I couldn't imagine you at a gig like that.
I didn't know I was going to see Saxon. Somebody just brought me.
Was it a mystery gig?
You just had a fucking heart attack.
I was absolutely full stroked out on the fucking balcony. Fell off.
A mystery gig would be a good idea, wouldn't it? You just sign up and buy tickets and you don't know where you're going.
What if I had to go and see Turbo Negro? I wouldn't be into it then.
You would.
I would,
because you get your hole at the end.
Well, I wouldn't. Don't tell me about that. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. So who's next? You're next.
Dudes don't count though.
Listen, if that's all right, then we'll be all right.
What's next?
I'm next. And I'm going to pick a Matt Borum one because I want to diversify the playlist.
All right, yeah.
It's Daft Punk.
All right.
But I love Daft Punk. I absolutely have so much time for Daft Punk. Yeah. Everyone knows
Homework is the fucking album. Though.
Homework is, I picked Defunct. 1997 Homework is an absolutely incredible album.
Video.
And it doesn't sound really like the rest of it. They went very disco-y after that. There's even some disco and stuff on Homework as well, but it's really, every song is like 6 minutes. It's just pulsing, fucking nauseating sometimes.
I'm trying to think if I've seen Daft Punk live. I might have somewhere.
I've never seen them live. No.
I don't think I have.
No. This is... Obviously, I mean, do I need to explain who Daft Punk are, the Parisian duo? The names are incredible. Guy Manuel de Homem Cristo is one of them, and the other guy has the coolest name ever, Thomas Bangalter.
But like the fucking just
aesthetics.
where those helmets are now, just the level of
exactly. That's what I was going to say.
Because at the start, I think it was like, do you remember the old Battlestar Galactica fucking first round?
But even before that. They were doing plastic bags over their head, a la
proper
fucking
rubber banded
stuff. Then they moved on to when they had to do interviews, which they just don't really do much anymore. They don't have to. They're Daft Punk.
I love that they don't do that. And they don't follow protocol. Why should they?
Absolutely. So it went from plastic bags to Halloween masks that they picked up in stores in America that they would go and do the interviews in, to now what is absolutely iconic.
The gold.
Yeah.
I mean, they're bitching. Didn't they do that fucking... They have that really weird movie that Chris used to put it on all the time.
Is this the...
where people's faces are melting and shit like that. The Daft Punk... It's like a really surreal, abstract kind of documentary movie. It's just all their music. Chris used to play that all the time.
I know that they have a full feature animation for the Discovery album, but that's not that. So
that was Eddie Van Halen was on that, wasn't he?
I think so. Yeah. He'll do it.
He would. To be fair.
Oh God, I have stories.
To be fair.
So it's this like kind of like they started off with these things. They moved on to the helmets that look like kind of Isaac Asimov fucking robot stuff, and they've nailed it. They've absolutely nailed it. They don't do many interviews. They don't really care. They're one of the people we talked about earlier that say stuff like, "We're not the performers. We want the music to stand out there.
We host the
vessels for the
music.
It just so happens that this is super marketable as well. but I am on side with them. They are doing it for those reasons. They consider themselves to be ugly people that people don't want to look at. I saw a picture of them. They're all right.
Standard humans.
They'd get kissed at a turban.
They'd be like bait.
They do a thing that we haven't touched on quite yet, era masks, the way Ghosts do. Eras. They do the eras thing, because Daft Punk are about 5 years between albums, maybe a little bit more, and it shows because their albums are genuinely full albums good. They're not just filler. So now we know them as the tuxedo suits and the gold and silver with the lights and stuff like that, and even turning up in movies like Tron and stuff like that, and they're doing the full soundtrack for it.
I have that soundtrack.
I keep meaning to buy that as well.
I should say this. The best sounding vinyl of all time is the last album.
Apparently that...
I have it.
Yeah.
It is, for me. No, you've got way more. Your vinyl collection makes me ill. Just even from some of the stuff. I don't even know what it is, but just some of the stuff you said you have, I'm like,
I have that Daft Punk album. I've got Homework as well. I have a first pressing of Homework.
Oh, wow.
I have that one. What the fuck was it called again?
Random Access Memory.
That's it. I have it, and I also have. I was given a very rare copy of the Tron album soundtrack they did.
Nice.
And it's a super rare one. It's number 63 or something out of a printed out of a specific number, and it glows in the dark as well. And it's
like your Michael Jackson one.
Yeah, well, I'm. I for me, like with this band, with these guys or DJs or whatever you want to call them, I really love them.
Yeah.
I love a lot of music, but I love them, and I love Soulwax as well. I love
Soulwax,
Soulwax, the original band Soulwax.
We talk about them a lot.
We do talk about them.
I saw Soulwax opening for Muse in the ULU in London. And
did you leave when they left?
Tickets were £5.
Jesus Christ.
Nobody knew who Muse were. This was fucking...
So a buddy of mine was explaining he went to college in Plymouth.
Yeah.
It was the guitarist of 20 Bolts, Gav. He's from Plymouth originally. He went to uni in Plymouth. And I think those boys are from down around there or something. I don't know what the fuck was it. Muse. They used to go down and play the uni every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And they play in the student union, and it was like free.
Can I do just a quick impression of a Muse song? Savage Riff. Ah, Big Barn. Then waiting around. Can we have the Savage Riff back? Then Radiohead. Fake Radiohead.
That's what I like now.
No, they're not even like that now. They did synthwave.
I like the first two albums a lot.
No, the first two albums are good.
The first two albums are great. Yeah. Soulwax is fucking... The first Soulwax album is unreal.
Much Against Everybody's Voice has to be one of the greatest albums.
I would be listening to a lot of Soulwax around the time I was listening to Daft Punk.
Same with me. And this is why I'm pulling this
into
absolutely.
And you're right. It would have been the same time.
Respect for those. And when I was DJing, I used to play an awful lot of those of Daft Punk and Soulwax. And bloody beetroots and stuff like that. And mix all that stuff together. But I just think the marketing, probably of all the bands that we're talking about today, just looking at this playlist.
In terms of their imagery is bananas.
Man, these guys are fucking
nailed.
They are the electronic version, in my opinion, of Jack White from the White Stripes. Yeah. He's just brilliant at what he does. He's brilliant at marketing himself. These guys can do it so well. And talking about masks and everything, just the gold and the silver and what they've evolved to right now is just, it's fucking phenomenal.
And America loved them so much. America cannot get enough of Daft Punk.
Because they're refusing to give information about what they are.
They're so...
In an age where everyone wants to even know what colour your shit was that's coming out of your ass.
Yeah, they were way ahead of that.
Theirs is chrome colours.
Yeah.
Chrome.
So a quick thing about the band name. They were in a band called Darling that were signed to Stereolab's label.
Really?
So Stereolab brought them on tour in UK. The they got trashed by a melody maker where the journalists called them Daft Punky Trash.
And that's where they got the name.
So then instantly, a year later, they broke up and went, let's call our band Daft Punk. Daft Punk.
It's a great name.
It's a brilliant name. I never understood it till I read that. But again, they do the era masks. A lot of people will do that. Maybe Ghost will do it like
per album, essentially.
Album and EP, then move on to a new era. Especially if there's a lawsuit involved. They'll have to get rid of Papa for a while.
Stop it.
We won't talk about too much about Ghost. So I think you're back up.
Right,
Next.
here we go. Mudvayne.
I love Mudvayne. I do.
I have a soft spot for Mudvayne. Mudvayne. Yeah. That album's great.
I saw a great meme the other day that just showed a picture of the bassist and went, you can already hear this.
Yeah, I'd seen that as well.
Oh man, he's a fucking incredible bass player.
Unreal.
You know, there's I found this on YouTube by accident because thanks to Facebook's algorithms, I got suggested a YouTube video that is, I think it's 29 hours of just a blong, blong, bling, blong, blong, bling, blong, blong. It's that on loop for like 20 odd hours is all it is. With the video of the bassist just fucking giving it the head lob, whatever. So
What's his name?
Oh, I can't remember for the life of me.
He's in a fucking incredible. He is apparently, it was him and Chad that sort of fell out.
Yeah.
And now I just read about a month or two ago that they're kind of talking again. And then I wish I could remember this fucking dude's name. So he was brought into Korn when Fieldy stepped out of Korn for a little while.
Right.
And Chad sent a message to him saying, I'm very proud of you. And it's sort of,
that's nice.
The kimono was just opened a
little
bit. A little bit of ball bag showing.
A little bit of ball. Could be Dick.
A corner of ball bag.
Could be hairy Dick or ball. Yeah.
Well, if they fucking all decided to get back together, it would just be something else, man.
Because people are still lapping up Slipknot and Killswitch Engage. Absolutely would lap up Mudvayne.
I mean, musically, Mudvayne are fucking leagues ahead of a lot of bands.
Absolutely. Well,
like in terms of like the way they write songs, like we're talking like prog new metal. You know what I mean? That's the level of.
In terms of like how well they can play the instruments, not the writing of it. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
Like they're fucking bananas.
But it's tech as fuck. Like,
oh yeah,
it really is.
But if you think Chad, if you look at Mudvayne, right, and then you look at Hell Yeah,
Jesus Christ,
it's fucking
like so they
formed
formed
in Hell Yeah.
Chad's in Hell Yeah.
Oh god, that with the band with the song Alcohol and Ass.
Yeah.
Vinnie Paul, and now they've got actually someone in to replace Vinnie Paul. I know we're stepping away from it, and they are moving forward, and they've apparently a new album coming out.
Oh, I can't get into Hell Yeah.
It's like just fucking
troops metal. It's troops metal.
If ever there was a sign,
troop metal.
It is troops metal.
If ever there was a sign that Mudvayne should get back together, it was Vinnie Paul fucking kicking the bucket.
Yeah, big
it's
time.
Another band that do this thing of troops metal is Five Finger Death Punch. You know when you're in a studio and this is what I'm saying about
Fish Finger Donkey Run. Just fucking cannot stand that band.
I've so many words for Five Finger Death Punch that never come to me. I don't want to slag them. Just absolute dirt. Yeah. They do troops metal. Yeah. Troops metal is what they do, right? When they go into
we fly to Iraq to fucking play for
when they go into a studio, right? They don't pick like streaming or CD. They pick what's going to sound good in a tank.
Yeah.
What kind of tank stereo we have? An old JVC? No, it wouldn't be JVC.
No, they do an NRA fucking call about. Yeah, I hate that fucking.
We stand with the troops. They're fucking absolute horseshit.
Anyway,
I hate them.
Mudvayne.
Sorry.
Formed in Peoria, Illinois.
I hate fucking Five Finger.
Yeah. 1996. The big album that everybody knows is LD50, right? Yeah. That dig on it, the single, which is the fucking big one. They started off wearing kind of horror gear and paint. It's more paint than suits. So you'll see in the video for Dig, you've got the fucking...
There's a whole behind the scenes of how they did that.
Yeah. Eventually, they moved on to these white suits with bullet holes all over them. And they got kind of...
they went to the Grammys with that.
They had that big famous performance on the Grammys where they had kind of bullet holes on their heads and blood pumping out of the white suits and stuff like that. Eventually, they ended up becoming aliens. They start wearing alien fucking outfits.
And that was around this album.
It was just before this album, I believe. If I remember correctly, they were touring. They didn't change their look to deal with albums or anything like that. They just randomly, they do, a couple of months in this type of stuff, a couple of months in this stuff, a couple of months in this stuff. They keep themselves interested. Yeah. So they were wearing like the alien gear and the big stupid eyes and all this kind of shit. Then there were bunnies. They were like roadkill for a while. They wore these big kind of... bunny suits and skunk suits and fucking they'd bones sticking out of them and again gore all over them. Eventually they I think it was around 2003
But this album that you're talking about,
this album, this song,
this is when they dropped everything.
Yeah,
right?
just really knocked it all on the head.